Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. We are here again at Copart in Punta Gorda, Florida. Hot, sunny day. I'm in jeans. The sun is starting to get to me. I could use a cold beverage and a pool. That's where I'm headed real soon, as I'm done with these videos. So we're gonna get right into it. Alrighty, a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. It says front end damage, but it just doesn't get any better as you go back. Frame appears to be buckled right here. Door doesn't line up. Yeah, this one is going to be a loss, I'm afraid, for all my Jeep friends. This is kind of why you need to come look at the pictures. I mean, or look at the car in person. In pictures, it didn't look too bad. Just the front end damage, and until you get close, you don't see that the frame is buckled right there, right at that B-pillar. But it was a nice car. Door shuts hard. Yeah, you can even tell. Look at this here. This is kinked right down there. And it rained, so I'm not crawling on the ground to show you. It's bad enough I'm still in pants. This, somebody could have worked with this and put it back together. No doubt there. But you get back here, this is tape, so I can't open it. That tells you how bad it is. But you've got this big dent here. You can see the roof line also isn't straight. That's not just the bird's eye view from the GoPro. Yep, this one definitely is a loss. Maybe there's some good parts you could scavenge off of it, but in terms of putting it back together to get back on the road, I would not attempt that. Of course, it's also listed as a certificate of destruction, so that also kind of helps with not putting it back on the road. So we're going to leave this scrap pile. Hopefully somebody can scoop it up for parts for their own project or fixing up something else. All right, we wouldn't come to Florida without looking at boats, would we? A 2015 Nautic Star, center console. Looks like 21 footer, maybe a little change. Big old Yamaha 150 4-stroke on the back. Got one of our shallow water anchors here. Says it's a flood. Is a loss type. Guess I'm kind of curious how that works, but you know, it does. Do we know why it flooded? Did somebody leave the drain plug out? Can't tell you how many times I've seen boats take on water because somebody has forgotten to put the little drain plug in the back of the boat. Now here, you can either get to it from the well on the transom. This one looks like it's underneath below there. There's also a number of water inlets and outlets for your live wells, depending on the engine type you have, the coolant jacket, the water jacket for the engines. But with this one, who knows? It looks like it's been here a while. What's the sticker say? Yep, June of 21. So it's been here almost a year for me, probably about a year by the time you see this. And it could use some love. Pretty much very simple stuff up there. We've got our Lawrence GPS or fish finder there, center above the wheel. We've got our dead man switch with that red tagline on it. So if you fall out of the boat, it pulls that clip out, the engine stops. Of course, we've got our throttle reverse level right up here. And then to the right of that's going to be some switches for whether it's your anchor lights, your navigation lights, your live well pumps, whatnot. So I'm guessing there's going to be plenty of storage up here. I'm not going to open that because Lord knows what's crawling around in there. But if you're looking for a boat, hey, it was good till February of this year. So there we go. We got a boat, we got a trailer, we got an engine. That's another thing. Who knows what's wrong with the engine? It could be also full of water. But no way to know unless you go ahead and throw a bid on it and win it. On to the next one. Next up is a pair of Sea-Doos Something I have had very little experience with over time. Did actually have a little jet boat many years ago, or a Sea Ray or a Sea Raider, a little twin engine fun toy. Now, Wheels for Wishes. Looks like these may be donations. That's pretty cool. Looks like, you know, these just look fun. We've got intelligent brake and reverse, which whatever that means, because I know these things are horrible, or used to be horrible at low speeds, and reverse especially. We've got room to hook up here to pull a skier or a tuber. Climb on, you got room for 2 people on here. Gonna have a little storage cubby up here. And of course, I can't start it because it's not in the water. That just is kind of common sense. But you see people floating around on these things all the time, whether you're on a lake, on a river, out on the ocean here. There's your engine under here. A little 3-cylinder, I believe there's still 3 cylinders. Rotax engine, those things have been around for years. You know, I haven't looked at the market on these things, what they are these days. I know for a while they were a dime a dozen. Now they're probably more expensive again, especially since we've got these bigger things. I mean, I haven't ridden these things since it was like called the Wave Runner. And look, there's the actual Wave Runner. Or getting out of the actual jet ski, the stand-up ski bikes. That's pretty much my last exposure to these things. So that kind of shows you how old I am or how little fun I have in the water. But there's a couple examples of fun water toys down here in Florida. On to the next thing. Next on the list here is a 02 Rolls-Royce Corniche. Now, it's hiding back in the corners here, so can't get it out in the sunlight, but this is one beauty of a car. Rolls has kept their styling for decades, and only recently they've started to update a little bit into more modern looks, but man, this thing is beautiful. I'll see if I can grab a couple of pictures off the auction listing and drop on here. But it said the damage was side damage, and it's tough to see, but right here, the door, it's almost like the wind caught it, it got bent back, maybe back through a door, whatever the case may be. It has found its fate here and currently has a estimated resale value of $187,000. But now it's going for under $40,000. Of course, it's not going to sell for that much. But here it is. I don't know if we can even peek in here or not. Maybe a little bit. Not too much to see. But there we go. There's our interior. All wood. Real wood, no fake paneling. And on to the next one. Last on the list here is a 68 Chevy Camaro. Looks like it's got some front end damage here. Wheel. A blowout. Either way, it found its way here to Copart. Hood releases down here. Look at the tape. And there we go. That sure looks pretty. Champion radiator in here. Now there's sure a lot of space in here compared to the Challenger I'm working on. So we've got a good old V8 in here. Simple, no computers, no electronics, just good old American horsepower. Be careful with that. We've got a little dent in the roof up there. Otherwise, again, it is pretty dusty. And I'm not going to touch it. I don't want to do any other damage or scratch on the finish. But there we are. Again, you've got cars, all sorts of cars here. New cars, old cars, classics, muscles, exotics. And with that, we're gonna wrap up. I'm hot, I'm out of water, I'm hot, and about out of GoPro batteries. So we are gonna wrap this up, and thank you for watching. If you like these walk around videos, let me know. We'll try and do more of them as my schedule and life permits. We just happen to be down here vacationing with the family and about 20 minutes away from the lot here in Punta Gorda, so I thought I'd come down and take a look. Again, thanks to the staff here and at Corporate for letting me come out and do this, and supporting the automotive creator community on YouTube. We'll see you real soon. Thank you much. Bye-bye.